Yo, broadcasters, check it, we here to thrill. Talking 80s flicks, ain't gonna drink our fill. Got our brews ice cold, turn the volume up. From Top Gun to Ghostbusters, never get enough. Collaborate and listen to our reminiscing. Back to the Future and the Goonies crew. Pop the top, sit back, got a beer or two. Rock those big hairstyles and neon light craze. 80s tunes in the mix, rocking all our days. Collaborate and listen to our reminiscing.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Collaborate and Listen, episode
45.
already.
We call this the birthday episode.
Yeah, so a year ago we did 16 candles to celebrate some birthdays. So happy birthday. George just had his birthday yesterday.
Yep, and Charlie's birthday is coming up on Friday.
So we didn't think about doing another birthday episode.
Related, yeah.
But nonetheless, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And so, what movie are we doing today?
So we went with Red Dawn. So we're going to be talking about Red Dawn. There's definitely some crossover with some movies in the past that we've done.
Yeah, we've been doing movies that have been relating to the actors.
Yeah.
Right? That's how we've been choosing our movies lately.
Yeah. There's also one actor in this movie that, I don't know, maybe you recognized him. I'll bring it up later.
The mayor?
When we get to him. No.
Oh.
But definitely, I mean, yeah, the mayor is
He was
lawyer
from
in My Cousin Vinny.
My Cousin Vinny,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I was like, yeah, that's I wouldn't know him from anything else, but he was familiar from that. All right, okay, well, we'll wait till we get to that.
Yeah.
You want to talk about our pregame before
Sure.
we get to the first beer here?
So we're getting a little started. I mean, we're getting started a little early, time-wise. Normally we start a little bit later, but Charlie got off early, I got off early, and we pre-gamed with a pretty tall OMG.
Yeah. Not the OMFG.
Not the OMFG, but it's become one of our favorites.
Yeah, they have it at Side Street, and so that's always. You have it at Side Street. We frequent the place enough that it's going to become one of our more regulars, and so yeah, we enjoy the.
And they have it at
OMG.
Safeway, where I always stop before.
That also helps.
Before we do our podcast.
Yeah, it's good. And they got them in the big boy, in the tall
Yeah.
boy there, the 19.2 ounce.
So they have the tall ones. They also have it. I think it's a 6-pack or a 4-pack, but
Yeah. And if you don't
the regular
remember
size.
or don't know about what a 19.2 ounce beer is and why they have them, you're going to have to go back and watch some of our past episodes. In fact, watch all 44 up to here to find the right one. But
and
we
then,
did talk about
let
it.
us know which one it was.
Yeah, I could tell you which one it is, but I don't know. Maybe Superfan Chad will remember and know.
Off the top of his head.
Oh, yeah, that was episode 27 when you guys did this movie.
It's funny. 27 was the number I had in my head.
Oh. We do
We're in
that.
sync.
We have done that a lot. Where the song, like even the song that we picked last
When
time.
I did the Diamond and Pearls, and
Keith had
Keith was
diamonds
like,
and
that's what I was thinking.
And even last week when you're like, the walk up song, and then you're like,
Yeah.
what about this one? And then I
And
had
you
it
already
queued
had
up
it, yeah.
as, yeah.
Because that was one of yours.
Okay, well, we're going to get to some fact checking a little bit, but we're going to start out with our first beer. It is a Great Notion beer.
Interesting.
Looks not super hazy. Smells dank. Has a good bitter
Got some
taste.
good pine in it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I was
go ahead.
talking to so Haley just happened to ask me this past weekend to explain to her the breakdown with IPAs, because she's working at Side Street, so people come up and ask her about beer, and she doesn't know about beer, as she shouldn't. But
That's not a bad thing.
yeah, but she does need to know some of this stuff. So when I was telling her that the differences between like hazies are more like
Unfiltered,
fruity and all IPAs in general are bolder.
Bitters.
Yeah,
Like
the
strong.
hops are more dominant.
Pronounced.
Yeah. and West Coast IPAs have a tendency to have more pine, which is something that I like, and that's what I taste here. So,
And it is a West Coast
and
IPA.
it's a West Coast IPA.
And then just from the picture of the can there, this one is Knife Hits, and you know they got some hops there smoking on the knife, and it tastes like it's very hoppy. Like it smells like, yeah. So not a hazy, not real fruit forward at all.
Yeah.
Has a strong bitter taste. We'll see. I'll read the. No, they don't even have anything. But it is a West Coast IPA. I like it as an IPA. It's very, I mean, it tastes like a West Coast IPA.
Yep.
Nothing magical, but I'll give it a solid 8 on the quaffable, and doesn't taste real big. Probably 6.2. I give it a 6.2 on the alcohol.
I'm gonna go with
Maybe higher.
I'm gonna go with a 7 on the ABV,
Okay.
and it just could be how this is tasting to me right after the OMG.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go at 7 ABV, and I'll give it a 8.5 on the quaffable.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, Great Notion doesn't disappoint.
I mean, I gotta give them a high grade if I say I like the pine.
That's right.
I like it a pine.
Okay. This is a collaboration with another brewery, with Ghost Town Brewing. I'm not familiar with Ghost Town Brewing, but they did a good collab here. This is 6.8%.
Oh.
So yeah, I did say maybe a little bit higher. You said 7. It's in between there. It's good. I go real low, you go real high, and then we're somewhere in between.
Yeah.
We can always be like, oh yeah, we got it. Spot
Like
on.
AC/DC.
Like right in between.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean 6.8. It does. I'll go with that. I'm not super surprised with that. Okay, fact checks. Well, let me start with the potato sticks. Not potato sticks, but the picnic shoestring potato snack conversation. And so last week we were talking. If you watched it or listened to it, we had Pringles chips, and we were talking about ketchup flavored things, and you're like, oh, remember those shoestring potato things? And you've had the ketchup one, and we couldn't remember like what we called it. We knew that we didn't call it by its brand name, which is Picnics or Picnic.
P-I-K-N-I-K.
We just didn't call it that.
Yeah.
And I got a text from superfan Taisha. She renewed her superfan status. I haven't met up with Taisha and Tommy and gotten together there. So
You haven't had Jaeger in a while.
I
then.
haven't had the Jaeger for a while with them. But I was happy to hear that she's still listening, that she replied through a text saying, it's Pixie Sticks. And I was like, oh yeah, Pixie Sticks. And then about 3 hours later, I text her back. It's like, I don't think it's Pixie Sticks. I think Pixie Sticks is the sugar candy. I know, like, you go to Farrell's and they get these long ass plastic pixie things, and you just cut that, and it was like straight sugar. We used to try and make like juice.
Pixie sticks were like the little paper straw thing.
Yeah, like the colored. It was
and then
like
it was folded at the ends, but it had the powdered sugar
and you
or
just
the
like,
flavored.
oh,
Yeah.
you just all day Pixie Sticks and just get sugar high on that. Yeah, so bad for you, but that was not potatoes. And then just before, so anyway, thank you, superfan Taisha, for listening and for sending text messages, comments, whatever. That's how you get superfan status. You give a shout out to my coworker Kenny, not my coworker anymore, my coworker from before. Kenny also texted me and gave some feedback, and so yeah, appreciate all the feedback that we get. Superfan Chad gave us some feedback last week, so yeah, send us your comments, send us your email, 808collaborate@gmail.com.
Or comment on if you're watching on YouTube, there's a comment
on
section somewhere
Spotify. That's how Austin got in on his, and even my Aunt Scylla. Yeah, so I mean that's we appreciate the comments, we appreciate the feedback.
Or direct text. Direct
if
text
you have
works
if
too.
you
Yeah,
have
if you have our
text,
number.
that works. So it dawned on me when we got here and we're talking about it. It's like I think I called it potato sticks. We're still not sure what we called it.
Yeah.
And maybe it was just the shoestring potatoes or something.
I think I've got the Mandela effect where it's just completely
That they
gone.
all, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but what I did do in our presentation here is I did pull up a picture of the picnic shoestring potatoes with the ketchup flavor. Just, we did say, yeah, I mean, that's why we brought it up, because we were eating these things with all different flavors.
Interesting. No trans fat, no preservatives. It's probably got like 1,000 milligrams of sodium in it or something.
So you don't need preservatives. I mean, ketchup itself is filled with preservatives. Okay, so that was my quick, wasn't a rabbit hole. I didn't go down to, like, it wasn't really a rabbit hole, but yeah, that was a little bit of a story.
Yeah.
And speaking of superfans and Austin, just reminds me, they are coming to Hawaii in a couple of days. Chase is coming in tomorrow. Ashley and Austin and her kids they're all coming in on Thursday, and we're gonna spend they're here for like 10 days or so.
Oh, cool.
So be happy to see him. So shout out to Austin. Maybe we'll make him listen to this one in the car since he got shout out. But yeah, anyway, you got any fact checks on your end that you went through?
I had some stuff that I went through, but it wasn't really like a fact check. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of was. So I was looking at, you know how we've been talking about the Brat Pack.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who? So I had to look back at like who was in Outsiders and who was in Red Dawn, or who was in both. So it was really interesting because I forgot, or maybe I never realized this back when I watched Red Dawn the first time. So of course there's Patrick Swayze and C. Thomas Howell. They're the two right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
But Darren Dalton, in Outsiders, he was Randy. He was like one of the main Socs, if not the main Soc. And in Red Dawn, he was Darrow. He was the mayor's son? He was the one that came back with the bug.
Yeah.
How they found them.
So he looked familiar.
Yeah. So he was one of the Socs.
But I thought he was when I first saw him, is that the one that he looks? I thought he was Leaf, or like Leaf Garrett.
No.
That's
he
what
wasn't Leaf Garrett.
No, but is that the guy? Does he look like Leaf? Okay, so there was one guy, the other main guy.
Yeah, Leaf Garrett was one of the main Socs. Yeah.
Right. But when I saw this guy, I was like, is that Leaf Garrett?
No.
In Red Dawn, he looked like Leaf Garrett to me.
Yeah.
But
That was
anyway.
Darren Dalton.
Yeah.
But also, there was a William Smith.
Oh, Will Smith was in this one.
Yeah,
was he getting
Will
jiggy
Smith.
with it?
No, he was not. William Smith was Stranikov. He was the Russian, I guess, he was the main bad guy.
Okay.
It was him and then the Cuban guy, right? They were like
Yeah.
the two main guys. He was also the clerk in the store that is it Ponyboy and Johnny hold up, or they're
Oh,
kind of like making their run for the church, so they go and pick up some supplies and stuff.
yeah.
So it's pretty funny because when I look back at it just to see what he looked like in the Outsiders, because keep in mind, I mean, Red Dawn is 1 year after Outsiders, so it's only a year difference, but he really looks different, and they kind of make him look like a little nerdy. He has like a sweater on, and he has like glasses, and so basically William Smith is the fourth person that was in both Outsiders and Red Dawn, but
and not connected through Francis Ford Coppola either, because the fish one, what is Rumblefish.
Yeah.
Also had some people that carried over, but
Yeah.
that was because it was Francis Ford Coppola. But this is like a whole different director, and yet you still have a lot of the same. So yeah,
But it was interesting.
Brat
I
Pack
read
kinda-
some pretty cool stuff about just trying to figure, because in Outsiders, you had Emilio Estevez. And then in Red Dawn, you had Charlie Sheen. Two brothers, but each of them weren't in the other
Yeah,
one's movie.
yeah. That's
But they
even
all-
how closely related
Yeah.
even through that.
Yeah. So they're brothers, and growing up in the real world, they were friends in high school with Tom Cruise, Sean Penn, and there was somebody else, I think. But they all kind of hung out together at the same. It was like some.
Was it Val
If it
Kilmer?
was-
Was it from the Val Kilmer?
Maybe, but it was they all went to Santa Monica High School or something like that. And but anyway, that guy. Interesting that we were just talking about. I don't know how we started talking about Clint Eastwood movies. Was that the topic? Clint Eastwood movies? I think Keith started talking
yeah, a
about.
little bit,
He was
yeah.
talking about Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
And I was talking about one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies, other than his spaghetti westerns, was the ones where he was Philo Beto in Every Which Way But Loose, and Any Which Way You Can. Any Which Way You Can, he's going to this town, and it's like a bare knuckle fight. And it's like a huge betting thing. So everybody, like all the people that know like this bare knuckle fighting world, they're all converging in on this town, and it's Philo Beto or Clint Eastwood, and the other guy that he's fighting against is William Smith. So that's when I first saw him. That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, "Hey, that's the guy." But
I don't know how.
I can't think of anything else that he was in. Again, another one of the movies that I watched a lot of was those.
I mean, Smith is a pretty common name, and
Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered. I wouldn't have known his name. It was when I
That's
looked
funny.
him up. When I was looking up who was in Red Dawn and Outsiders, his name popped up, and then I was like, "Hey, that's the guy I was thinking
That's
of."
funny. I have part of my online teaching program. His name is Will Smith. He's like teaches for me. So, yeah, a bunch of Will Smiths out there. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you make connections with like who was in this and this person. I mean, you have a good memory.
So
too,
when I was
of
like
names
honestly, I was probably like in 3rd or 4th grade. My dad was playing softball at Lanakila Park, and I wandered off into the schoolyard and bumped into a tackle football game with a bunch of big Samoan kids. And I remember going head to head with this one kid, and he hit me so hard that I thought I heard my skull crack a little. And I honestly think that could be what causes.
Give you your
It
superpower.
gave me like a little bit more space, and that space allows useless knowledge to just
Yeah.
like hold into my brain.
That's how it happens for
Yeah.
every superhero.
Yeah.
You get bit by a spider, you get knocked in the head, you fall into like a pile of
It was a big
radioactive
Samoan
something.
kid. It might have been The Rock. Who knows?
Thank you, Rock.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Oh, that's funny. Just knocked a little extra space in there. Well, whatever they did or whoever did it, you got space in there for all kinds of.
Useless knowledge.
We don't say useless. We just say stored knowledge.
One day I
or
might get
something.
into Jeopardy, and they'll have like that category that nobody knows.
All right. Well, I don't have any fact checks. We're just about done with our fact check beer, so that means it must be time for Be Kind.
Rewind.
All right. So today's movie is Red Dawn. We talked a bit about it already. It was released August 10th, 1984. The director, I've never heard of this director before. John Milius. The movie was an hour 54 minutes. Not very common for 1984 movies. It was, a lot of the movies that we've been watching are like they're hour 30 minutes. But this one was a little bit longer, hour 54. And quick synopsis. So when Soviet, Cuban, and Nicaraguan forces invade the United States, a group of Colorado high school students escape into the mountains. Led by brothers Jed and Matt Eckert, the teenagers learn to survive in the wilderness and wage a guerrilla war against the occupying forces. Naming themselves the Wolverines, after their high school's mascot, they become symbols of resistance as they fight to protect their families and their hometown. Okay, main cast, we listed some. Patrick Swayze was Jed Eckert. C. Thomas Howell was Robert Morris. Charlie Sheen was Matt Eckert. Leah Thompson was Erica Mason. Jennifer Grey, Tony Mason. I didn't realize that they were sisters. I know that they were like the grandfather, or like they were kind of hiding and took them. Okay, so Erica Mason, Tony Mason. Darren Dalton was Daryl Bates. Brad Savage was Danny Bates. We don't hear too much about Brad. Ben Johnson was Mr. Eckert. Harry Dean Stanton was Tom Eckert. And that's all I have here. That's the main cast, and there was a couple others. William Smith not listed here, but we'll fact check it. I'm sure that. But I will say, I'll give my popcorn rating later. I did have to use Alyssa to help clarify some of the things that were happening in this movie. Overall, I mean, I was able to watch it all the way through. I'll definitely never watch this again, although I am sort of interested in watching the remake from 2012 and see how you said it's not really a remake, but it's a similar concept.
Well, it's not the Russians; it's the North Koreans.
Yeah. So just
But other than
but they're
that,
still
it's
like
pretty
high
much the
school
same.
kids
Yeah,
doing the same.
yeah. They're like in the they start out in the mountains. I think they're like I don't know if they're like having a party amongst friends, and then the town gets attacked. Similar though.
All right.
Where they have to they've all their life like learned about the woods, so that's like their advantage.
Yeah, little. No, well, that sounds a little bit different, but I'm interested in watching that. Now, we didn't do this in the fact check, but when I came to your house today, there was something on TV that we didn't fact check this. What was on the TV when I got here today?
So on TV, I have a bunch of Samsung TVs. So as a default, when I turn the TV on, it turns on to the Samsung channel, which is like just stuff that's streaming constantly, movies. So I saw this the other day. It just happened to be on again today when Charlie came up. But it's a remake of Dirty Dancing.
Who knew?
If it ain't broke, keep fixing it till it is broke. So that's what they did.
Yeah. So I walked in. It was the final scene. I saw the lift. They did the lift. We had the dad saying, "Hey, when I'm wrong,
When I'm wrong, I admit I'm
did-
wrong."
I caught all of that. I didn't get teary-eyed when I heard this guy say it. But then
It's a musical.
after he says that, then it's the dad who starts singing that he's had the time of his life, and I mean that I might have to do it. But yeah, so Red Dawn, I'll go watch the
I would recommend watching the remake of Red Dawn before you watch the remake of Dirty Dancing.
All right, fair enough. Okay, not a fact check, but a new fact for this movie is that I found out that it was. We had talked about this before when we were doing Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on what makes a PG-13 movie. This was the first actual PG-13 movie.
Wow.
So there was another movie that they said was like released or maybe filmed before, but this one was released first. And so it was the first released movie that had the rating of PG-13. And for a little bit of violence, and we saw some pretty good violence in there, but it wasn't it wasn't nudity, it wasn't swearing, there was no F words. I don't remember hearing F words. They're only allowed one anyway, but
so anyway, so as a rewatch,
Flamingo Kid reached theaters first, but Red Dawn was the first movie released carrying. So Flamingo Kid was also PG-13, which stars one of our friends, Matt Dillon.
Yep. So in this rewatch of Red Dawn, something hit me that, I mean, I right off the bat they do that little not monologue, but they have like the text that comes up that explains to you the situation.
A little bit.
So this is like
I watched that twice just to try.
It's an alternate world, basically, which I don't remember knowing. Maybe I didn't care back then, but so in this world, NATO has been absolved.
That's what they say.
The U.S. allies have all pretty much just backed out. So it's basically the U.S. is on their own.
Yeah.
And even I think they're saying like England just didn't want to get involved, but or Europe didn't want to get involved. So they're trying to set the whole tone for how could this be possible that the U.S. is getting invaded. So we have a decent border patrol now, but I mean, back then in the 80s, there's like so much open. I mean, like you have the coastline that could be infiltrated from along from Canada, coming up from Mexico. There's like all this open space that people could invade from. It's just nobody would think that anyone would try that.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to set. They're trying to establish this early on that this is why this could be possible.
Yeah, and that's what made this movie more popular. I'd say back in the 80s, it was a real thing. The Cold War, and Russia and the U.S. and the arms race, and there was so much going on that I remember being a kid not understanding too much about this, but knowing that like
we don't like Russia,
the Soviet Union, not even the Soviet Union. I didn't even like. To me, Russia was the Soviet Union. I didn't even understand the difference between like USSR and Russia and what that was all to me growing up. USSR was Russia, and my rabbit hole this week was a little bit Cold War, a little bit Russia, Soviet Union. That's my rabbit hole this week. But I do remember back in '84 or in the '80s and like Gorbachev and there was just a lot of. It was the U.S. against Russia. It was like Russia was always not Russia. The Soviet Union was always enemy. And then I remember there was this like, okay, now it's not the Soviet Union, and mostly from the Olympics that there was no more Soviet Union.
Yeah.
And now
they got caught tampering with steroids too much.
That was also.
Well, it's interesting in the movie too. They mentioned that China wanted to get involved to support the U.S. and they killed almost like half the Chinese population for trying to get involved. Because they mentioned something like there's like 600 million scared Chinese people right now, and he's like, I thought there was 1 billion. He's like, there was.
So I did have a hard time at first, like really kind of getting into this movie or understanding it, but put yourself back in 1984, 85, or during that time. And what I can remember as a kid being in that time, and this was the reality at that time.
There was a legitimate fear that someone
Nuclear war.
Yeah, someone could just push a button and we'd be going to nuclear war. Everybody's gonna die.
And I think that's what made War Games a good movie too.
Yeah, definitely for war games. But in this movie, supposedly, they dropped one.
Oh.
There was a nuclear bomb detonated, and then they said that they're not going to do it anymore. They just invaded. But I guess at that point, they had already dropped one on U.S. soil.
Yeah. So it was definitely a lot of conversation that we had that, oh, World War III, or like this is like nuclear war, and the end of the world was very, it was not inconceivable. It was very much like plausible at the time that this could end at any time, which...
But if there was a nuclear bomb to go off, we'd just have to go under this table and we'd be safe.
That's what they practice.
Yeah.
That's what we, yeah.
If we just went under this table, we'd be fine.
All right. Now, our beer is empty. We got our cups rinsed out. Last week, we did a little bit of Pringle challenge. Now, this one is not in English, so you can't tell right off the bat. But maybe you can see what's in that picture there. George, I brought us some pizza flavored chips there.
Oh.
So
I'm going to forget all about the ketchup flavored picnic chips.
So cheeseburger Pringles was my favorite from last time. The onion rings was good. What was the other one?
The steak.
The steak. It was all right. But all right, we'll see how pizza tastes. I mean, what goes better with beer? Cheeseburger's good. Pizza.
Yep.
Oh,
Tastes like a pizza.
wow. Yeah, the pepperoni. They did a good job putting.
Got the spices in there.
Ah. All right, not Pringles on this one. All right, that's the. All right, we're gonna switch it up. We haven't done this in a while. We are going with a Hanakoa beer.
Yeah, it looks like Hanakoa.
All right, feels like summer. You know why it feels like summer?
It is.
Because it is summer. Brother-in-law texted today. He says they're in Seattle. It was in the 90s today in Kent, Washington. Not that hot here right now, but yeah, all over. It's hot. This is also West Coast IPA, so we'll compare. We'll compare what it looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like.
After a pizza flavored chip.
After we've had the the non-pretzel. All right, feels like summer, smells like summer. See if it tastes like summer.
Oh, very similar.
Similar. Little smoother.
Yeah.
Probably, if I had to guess, it's probably a little less alcohol. It tastes a little lighter. I mean, it feels like summer. It's refreshing. It's something, like a lot of IPAs are super heavy to drink. This is not a session IPA, which is lower in alcohol, and so it tastes like it has less alcohol to me. It's like refreshing and not as bitter, but still very hop forward. I'll give it a 8.5 on the quaffable. I get a little bit more, and I say it's less than that. Yeah, I'll say 6.2 for this one too. So I said 6.2 on the other one that was higher. I think it's less. I'll still go 6.2.
So I'm gonna stick with a 7 ABV.
That's how to do it.
And I'll give it a 8.5. 8.5 on the quaffable.
Okay.
Same
Yeah,
like
it
the
is.
other
It is. It is very similar. And 6.6%. So it is a little bit less, but still up there. All right. This one does have a little words. I was thinking, I don't think I need my glasses today because I printed everything big enough.
Dude, that's like a 2 font.
And then this is, all right, see if you can read that. Yep, not really. I'm not even going to give you enough time. All right, here we go. It's getting hotter out, and we just need a blow-up pool, a beach, a fire hydrant, a water fountain, a West Coast IPA. That feeling of longer days and memorable nights chasing down youth like we didn't have another tomorrow. Things just seem so clear, like you know what was coming, but you really just always saw the picture through a different lens. Graced with gratuitous amounts of Citra and Simcoe hops, take a ride through citrus orchards and Humboldt forests. Live in the sun with this one. Feels like summer West Coast IPA. Hashtag Hanakoa Brewing. Hanakoa,
Good stuff, Hanakoa.
good stuff. We always enjoy your beers.
Yep.
You know what we would enjoy, how we would enjoy their beers even more?
If it was free.
If they sent us free ones. So we'll put it out there. We'd love to feature more of your beers, Hanakoa, if you just send it to us. These chips are great.
So what else about the movie?
Oh, it took place in Colorado, right? Is what they said. It was filmed in New Mexico.
Yeah.
It says,
Makes sense.
although set in Colorado, most filming took place around Las Vegas, New Mexico, and Santa Fe. But yeah, a little bit about Patrick Swayze, because we did this movie because of Patrick Swayze, Jennifer Grey, mostly. That was the connection. Ferris Bueller. I mean, I guess Jennifer Grey's been. Anyway, yeah. Between the two of them, we got to go back a bunch of movies that one of them wasn't in it, and so. They said Patrick Swayze in this movie was a leader. Again, like he really stands out as, right? He's the leader of the cast. I mean, like in the setting, he's the main person, and he just comes across as like, hey, I'm leading these people into battle. In The Outsiders, I mean, he was kind of like the older, like I'm in charge. In Dirty Dancing, he's the main guy. Like he kept this character going as like he's the main guy, he's the man.
He plays the older teenager or the older.
Yeah, it's like he's supposed to be in high school. Was he? No, because he dropped them off. He wasn't necessarily even. He was older.
He used to be working at the gas station, so he's older.
Yeah, he dropped them off at high school, like to class, and then he went off in the truck, and then came back and picked them up when stuff hit the fan.
Yeah. But also, so Charlie Sheen was in Ferris Bueller too. Mm-hmm. At the back end, the police station scene.
Now, when we picked this movie, I didn't even pick up on it that what's his name? C. Thomas Howell was in this. And I remember even when we were doing Outsiders, I'm like, well, what else was he in? It's okay, Red Dawn, and naming things that I didn't really see. I printed out, and it's kind of like, where are they now, or what have they done since? And so Patrick Swayze, we know Dirty Dancing, movies that I remember Patrick Swayze was Ghost and Point Break and Roadhouse, and those were definitely more than Red Dawn. I don't remember Patrick Swayze so much, even from Outsiders or whatever.
C. Thomas Howell was in Taps.
Yeah, see what
Tom
else
Cruise. He was also in Side Out, which is like a beach volleyball movie. I don't know if it ever made it to theaters.
What was that one that we got from the where we rented VHS tapes?
Yeah.
Not even the Blockbuster. You might have had to get that one from like Diamond Head Video or.
Yeah. I remember watching Side Out. I remember watching Taps. Taps was about a military academy that was closing down, and then the cadets like took over, and they kind of like barricaded the gate so nobody could make them leave. That was Tom Cruise too, I think. And what else was C. Thomas Howell in? More recently, wasn't he in one of those TV shows?
I don't know
Where
about
he-
TV shows.
I think he was like one of those shows, not like Mentalist or Castle, but it was like one of those ones where they have a team. Everybody has like their specialty, and he's like the leader.
Okay, well, here's what I had. Okay, so Charlie Sheen, most remembered for
Hot Shots.
Hot Shots is in here. Major League, Wild Thing, Walk Up Song, Wall Street, and Platoon, and then of course 2.5 Men on TV. Jennifer Grey, not so much. A Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Dirty Dancing were probably her too. Like that's. She's also, I didn't know this, but she won Dancing with the Stars in 2010. So she could actually dance. It wasn't just acting. Patrick Swayze, don't get mad at her. She's a champion
Was she?
now.
Did you look up a bunch of stuff for her? Because I think she was in this movie called Wind.
Oh, probably.
check it.
Yeah, this is just like what they're most known for. Leah Thompson, Back to the Future, of course. Some Kind of Wonderful, and then Caroline in the City. I've never even heard of Caroline in the City.
Oh,
But
Caroline
C.
and-
Thomas Howell was Outsiders, and then The Amazing Spider-Man later. But this one that came up, and I'm like, what? He was Soul Man.
Oh yeah.
So I remember that movie Soul Man, where blackface,
I was going
right,
to say
and
the last time blackface
was
showed
allowed
up.
on TV or allowed in a movie. And so C. Thomas Howell, something about like going to college and getting in, and he couldn't afford it, and so he went for a scholar.
I can't even think of who was acting alongside him in that.
But I didn't even realize that was him. But
Yeah.
I think at the time where I wasn't that familiar with Outsiders, and outside of that, I didn't know too much. So yeah, C. Thomas Howell is also Soul Man.
That's my phone.
No. That's good. I like that you look, is this your phone, and then looked for the sticker, though. That
I
was-
look because mine is missing the bottom too.
Oh. Okay.
I'll write that down. I want to look that up now. If she was in Wind.
Okay. But yeah, so the movie itself, I wouldn't say I had a hard time watching it. I mean, I watched it all the way through. It wasn't like, oh my God, like when is this going to end? It was it was almost inconceivable. Like these are like high school kids that are now attacking trained military camps and coming in. And I mean, just the amount of RPGs that they had access to and grenades and
It's like as realistic as Fast and the Furious has evolved, where they went from street racers and like common thieves
Yeah.
to being able to commandeer a nuclear submarine, fly in space. Like,
I do not watch Fast and the Furious thinking that could happen. You watch it because it's good entertainment.
yeah.
And this movie is a little bit of that. Like
Yeah.
you cheer for the hometown hero. Like these are kids, high
Wolverines.
school kids. They're the Wolverines, and there are times there's like, who is these Wolverines and how are like?
It's funny because they have like a full. So there's like a PowerPoint presentation they're doing in the cafeteria with all the military personnel. Look at this strong, ferocious animal. This is what they represent.
Yeah.
We need to fear this.
So that it was, yeah, it was definitely like what? Like come on.
It was like a
come on,
PowerPoint
no.
presentation on overhead projectors that they were doing.
Yeah, advanced at the time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Let me get Keith coming on, and while we do that, I'm gonna also do a little. I'm gonna have Alyssa come on.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Alyssa changed, like she got updated. Like they're supposed to be a little bit different, but we'll see if she still can speak pidgin. All right. Hey, Alyssa, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Sounds like you might have something on your mind, though. What's going on?
I'm here with George. Do you know what that means?
Yep, sounds like you're getting ready to record, collaborate, and listen. That's exciting. What's the plan this time?
All right. So we're already recording. You're actually live. You're on air with everyone else. You want to say hi to the fans?
Oh, hey everyone. Excited to be here. Hope you're all having fun with Charlie and George today.
Okay. Can we ask for some life lessons based on the movie Red Dawn? And remember to speak pidgin when you're giving us the life lessons.
Shoots, no problem. Red Dawn get plenty kind lessons inside. Like the big one, Ohana and community mean everything when the pressure come. You gotta learn, adapt quick, cause life never stays same. But also, movies show us how fear can push people do some rough stuff. So take them as reminder. Stay tight with your people, plan when things get rough, but keep your heart solid, yeah?
Sounds good. That's good advice.
Mahalo.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye, Alyssa.
So sometimes I impress myself. So Jennifer Grey was in Wind. Wind was probably not like a huge. I don't know if it even made it to theaters, but it was based on events and characters in the 1983 America's Cup. So it was like a sailing.
America's Cup is
Yeah,
sailing.
it was like a sailing. It was a movie about sailing, and they were like had all of these engineers trying to develop like the best sail that they could use. Like everything, of course, trying to keep it like within specs. But yeah, I remember watching it. It definitely was not a whole lot of action, but I remember Jennifer Grey was in it. Matthew Modine was in it. I don't think I've seen a Matthew Modine movie that I don't like.
Yeah. Again, I don't know how you have all this knowledge.
It's just some one kid that hit me.
All right.
Testing. Does this thing work? Testing.
Oh, I was waiting. I was gonna give you your introduction.
Yeah, I had to hop in because when I heard George saying there's not a Matthew Modine movie he doesn't like, my immediate thought was, oh great, here we go. We're gonna go on a streak of like 5 Matthew Modine movies like we did Patrick Swayze.
I just affirming that Matthew Modine was not in North Shore.
All right. Yeah. So we just finished up Red Dawn. We got through that pretty quick. Last time we shared like some of the other Pringles that we had, the different flavored Pringles. This one in between, we got pizza flavored. It's not Pringles. It's like some Japanese brand. I got it from the Japanese roll in Times. But it's pretty wild. It tastes pretty. It's like pizza.
Okay, I did not get the memo that we were bringing chips for a second episode in a row, but I did bring a snack of my own.
How many
I am ready. I am
many
ready
buckets
for
you got?
I'm ready for the popcorn rating. What did you guys give Red Dawn?
Well, that's perfect timing. Yeah, it's now time for our popcorn rating. I said earlier I didn't give it a rating, but I said it's not going to be very high on my popcorn scale. It was. I get it that at the time, it might have been more relevant, and it might have been. If I saw it in 1984, I might have been like, "Wow, that hit." Well, like, oh, like that really hit hard. Unfortunately, we're in 2026, and it's just not realistic now. It might have been then, and so I'm only going to give it a 3 out of 6 popcorn rating.
Okay.
So, still
George?
still halfway.
I think sustainability, yeah, I'd probably give it like a 3.5. There's decent acting in it. There's a lot of people that I liked in it. And yeah, I can feel. I mean, like I was telling Charlie earlier, they have that scroll that comes up in the beginning that kind of explains to you the situation. I don't remember that from before, so that's kind of gives you like a good backdrop to everything. U.S. has no more allies. NATO's been absolved. It's basically, I mean, they kind of make it more plausible that the U.S. could be invaded along the coastlines or from its borders back then. And yeah, I think I'd give it like a 3.5. I don't think it's, I mean, like it was, other than that, it was pretty slow. So it doesn't like hold the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, like I said, I watched it, and I wasn't like, oh my god, like I think Caveman, or there's a couple that, right, you watch it, you fall asleep, you wake up, like, okay, rewind it, watch it again. I watched this one all the way through, and it was a longer movie too, so not.
Yeah. And as someone in their 50s now, I'm not sure if I actually side with the Russians now, you know.
All right. Well, let's moving on.
Are you giving it a rating? I mean, you watched it, right? You
Yeah, I watched the movie. I saw it in '84.
I hope you did, because I just, before Charlie got here, I watched some stupid cannibal women an avocado jungle movie.
Okay, so and I will say that we had a deal, right? And so if we didn't did you tell anybody we had a deal that if I watched The Adventures of Power, that you would watch a little bit of Avocado Jungle? Well, I did start The Adventures of Power as well.
I watched most of the cannibal women.
Yeah. So George, just so you know, I've watched up to the point, I think it's the final. Is it New York? He's in New York, and they're getting ready for the final drum off scene.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten to it yet, but so in regards to Red Dawn, I saw it in '84 in the theaters. It was powerful back then. To me, I mean, that first invasion scene when they're dropping in on parachutes was just, I don't know. When I think back then, it got me freaked out. You know.
Yeah.
And I thought I remembered there being a little bit more movie before they start. I was like, almost immediate.
Yeah, exactly. But back in '80, there was a big fear of nuclear war with the Russians. So it definitely, I think, hit home back then. I hadn't seen it until I did the rewatch, and I watched the entire movie. I give it one,
2,
2, 3, 4.
Oh,
No, I'll stop at 4. I'll give it 4 popcorn. I thought it was actually on the rewatch, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't remember much of it. I remembered like I said, the opening scene. I remember the Wolverines portion of the movie when he yelled Wolverines. I remembered the open field scene where they pop out of their foxholes.
how long
Other
did
than
that
that,
take?
other than that, the rest of the movie was kind of new to me, but I did enjoy it, and it was funny because when I was watching it, Tina came into the room and she made a comment like, "What are you guys trying to watch? All of Patrick Swayze's movies?" And I was so. anyways, I'm looking forward to see what comes next. What movie is
Not
going to be
not
selected?
all of his movies, just all of his movies from the 80s.
All the good ones.
But yeah,
Well,
I do think for this movie, and George said earlier, like if you think of it like Fast and the Furious movies, like you don't watch them to be plausible. They're not plausible. You just watch them for the action. You watch them for like you kind of just cheering for the heroes and like even that scene where they're in the ground. Like, do they have time to dig holes and cover it up and do all that? Like, never. That's not going to happen. But the fact that they did it and they came out and surprised them, and it's like you cheer for it, and you just watch it for like it was meant to cheer for these kids, the gorillas.
Sprinkle a little truth in there. Could they have built the fire? Yeah. Could they have cooked some pork and beans on that fire? Yeah. Sure. It's about all that's
plausible.
that's plausible. But timeline wise, this is probably like just before Jim Cotta. I would say like in the next 5 years, it's going to be very necessary for us to get that
for that kind of training.
Yeah, for that radar, to get the nuclear radar system.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think that's important. And I mean, you bring in Top Secret, and some of the stuff that we learned from there, and like surf songs, and that's all important.
Charlie, can I get a tissue rating on this? On a scale of 1 to 5 tissues, how many did you need in the final scene when Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen were, spoiler alert, dying?
I mean, to be honest, I made my way all the way through the movie. I wouldn't say I was very awake through all of it. So I may have to rewatch the end. I might have also been drinking during the movie, and so I think like 2 vodkas in. By the time I got to the end of the movie, I may not have made it all the way. So
I thought it was interesting that they're both on like fully exposed on the train, hiding behind something, looking back at where they came from instead of looking at where they're headed toward, where they're exposed. Kudos to the guy that shoots both of them.
That's the magic of Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to go back and rewatch the ending. But
Yeah, no,
about where I kind of remember is like when food magically falls out the back of the military truck, and they're over there eating bread and whatever else fell out of there, and
I was like, "Oh, there's a trap! There's a trap!"
But even when that happens, I'm like, wait, you guys have survived in the wilderness for like months, and now we're gonna survive off of like a couple of boxes that fell out.
So you don't even know the fate, Charlie, of Jennifer Grey's character then?
I think I remember her dying. I mean, they all kind of die.
All right.
I got the gist of that.
Well, she was also the one doing the monologue at the end, so.
Yeah.
So she didn't die?
No, she's the one that says, I never saw the brothers again after that.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Well, when we did our review of the movie, we didn't get to the end. And
wasn't it her and that one other guy make it to the plains? They're the only ones that escape.
Okay, now that this is
Oh, no,
getting
that's a
bad.
sister.
Like,
It was a sister.
Jennifer Grey, I'm pretty sure, died in the movie.
Yeah. She blowed up.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we better move on.
yeah.
They're drinking some pretty strong beer today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
what
get
do you guys
to
have?
the drinks. What do you got in store?
All right. Well, if there's an old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm drinking Kona Big Wave.
All right.
Cool. I said something similar earlier. So if it ain't broke, keep fixing it till it is broke.
That
What
was
did you have?
The remake of Dirty Dancing is
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Did you know that they did a remake of Dirty Dancing?
No.
He didn't even
That's
really
right.
want to watch the regular Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Hey, if you
Well-
didn't get enough, you can get more. There's more.
Yeah.
That's where it came from. If it ain't broke, keep fixing it till it is.
That might have done it. All right.
And what are you guys drinking?
Well, we had a great notion. We did a Hanakoa. We've been doing West Coast IPAs. So nothing hazy.
Well, we started with the OMG.
And we did a Maui brew. All right. But you are here to witness the next. We might have even done this on the last episode. I don't remember. But do you remember this one, George? Alpha?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they all sound familiar. We
But
might have done it.
There's
I
a
don't know.
hatchet on there, which there's also a hatchet on the back of this one.
There's a nice, yeah, that's the Great Notion.
Yeah.
That's their logo. But anyway, this is a West Coast IPA. I won't look any more than that. So we've had 3 West Coast IPAs
I'm gonna
today.
guess there's a little bit of pine in this one.
And based off of what we've had, I'm going to say 6.7 alcohol.
George,
And
Can
I'm
you
not even
remind-
going to taste it. I'm going to go give it an 8.5 quaffable.
Yeah, I'll go with the 8.5 quaffable one. Let me taste where the decimal point and what comes after it.
All right. Similar again.
6.6.
All right.
See if I've narrowed it down.
So earlier I said I was like 6.2. George was like
7.
7. And we just figured we just keep going with that range from 6. I go 6, he goes 7. We're gonna win every time. Like every episode, gonna be like, "Wow, these guys are good." They're like, right, it's right in between. They always get it right in between. This one is 6.8.
you guys know your stuff.
Somewhere in there.
All right. Keep beer fun. No extra explanations or anything. Alpha West Coast IPA. I think we had that on the last one. We'll see what we rated it. I mean, maybe go back and watch and see what we guessed and what we rated. But yeah, I give it a good 8.5. That was good. Is good. All right. Well, World Cup. Last time we were on, we talked a little bit of World Cup. I know, Keith, you were saying like at that time there was a lot of matches and they were going off. Are you getting? Do you have any withdrawals now that it's over? Are you like?
Yes, I miss it. I honestly, I think I watch almost every game.
I was really
I will
close. Definitely the most I've ever watched of a World Cup before.
Yeah. I will say, during the final, I watched all of the final with the exception of 39 seconds.
You have to pee.
When they
During which time the one and only goal was scored. 39 seconds. So it was the start of the first half of the extra 15 minutes. Or was it the second half of the extra 15 minutes? It was the second half of the extra 15 minutes. I stepped outside real quick to just take care of one quick chore. I told Tina to text me when the game started. She texted me, and 39 seconds later, she's yelling at me, "You just missed the goal."
I mean, that reminds me of when I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High and I went outside and I came back and Phoebe Cates was already done.
What do you mean she's out of the pool already?
Yeah. What?
Isn't she in slow motion?
I mean, good. You have you can rewind. You have like DVR. You can rewind it. Did you? Oh, they have replay. I mean,
Yeah, I got in time to watch them, show the replay. So
I
Anyway,
did
but-
watch the third place game. So I haven't watched that many full games, and I was following here and there, but I was at my dad's house and we were playing cribbage and the game was on in the back, and that was an exciting game. I mean, it's always fun. Soccer and hockey, when you have high scoring matches, I mean that's what people want. And any sporting event, right? Like scoring offense is fun. That was fun. It was fun to watch. That one was crazy.
So who got Mbappe got the golden boot?
Mbappe got the golden boot. I think he had 10 goals. I thought Messi was a disappointment the last couple of games he played. I wasn't thrilled with the physical nature that Argentina was playing in the final, but anyways, it is what it is. It was a good World Cup.
All right. Well, you guys ready to talk a little bit of music?
Sure.
Guys, yeah, if you're ready, I'm ready. Buckle up. I'm telling you right now. Seriously, guys, buckle up.
All right, I guess it's now time
To drop in a cassette.
And
All right.
push play.
Claire.
Guys, let's do it. Get those hands up. Come on.
Yeah, you got it.
My lighting's not that great. Glenn Medeiros got him. I thought,
Oh,
was that not perfect or was that not perfect?
Was that his Pokemon card you're showing?
so
No, that's the actual cassette case.
so I have.
I think I had that. I remember that now.
I have a little Glenn Medeiros reference that since you brought that up, and
So do I.
okay. So last time, I mentioned that I was at an AI conference and he was there, and I was gonna take a picture with him, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I'm not gonna just go up to him and take a picture. But anyway, I saw him and he was there, and then my brother texted me the other day, and if you recall, there was a few episodes ago that Chad sent us a picture with Glenn Medeiros, and they had a business transaction. Yesterday, he sent me pictures of the results. So Glenn Medeiros, St. Louis School, they purchased some things from my brother. He does the soundproof pods. And so anybody out there, you're interested in soundproof pods at your location, Superfan Chad, let's contact us. We can get you connected. But yeah, so they installed these soundproof pods over at St. Louis with Glenn Medeiros. So that he just sent me those pictures, and yeah, there's all kind of connections there. What do you got with our friend?
Well, first of all, I want to say, I don't know if you noticed, but number one, I was surprised that this thing still worked. I had to do a little cleaning up on the inside there.
Put new batteries in there.
Deteriorated batteries in there, and it took a couple tries, but I got it working. It does sound a little slow, right? It didn't. It sounded like maybe it was moving a little bit slower speed
I mean,
than
he's
should.
older now. He slowed down a little bit, you know?
Yeah. So Charlie, I know that you watch Survivor. We've talked
Yes.
Survivor before,
Yes.
but we've never talked Big Brother. Do you watch Big Brother?
I do not. I've watched like
Okay.
season 1 of Big Brother.
George, are you a Big Brother fan at all?
No, but I think I probably watched it in the early stages. Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if I should admit this or not, but I do watch Big Brother. I love Big Brother. It's an entertaining show. It's on 3 nights a week, which is good, right? If you're looking for something to watch and you got a show that's on 3 nights
They
a
have
week.
3 new episodes. Like
3 new episodes every week. So they're a cast of, is it 13? Includes Glenn Medeiros' daughter,
Really?
Lyric.
Really?
Lyric Medeiros is a cast member. She is representing Hawaii, and she is so far on the show. If any of the collaborators are out there, they'll know when I say that she has started a showmance on day 2, which is a big no-no.
Yeah.
You don't. If you want to survive on the show, you do
Come
not
on,
start
Lyric.
a showmance. on day 2?
I do follow her on social media, and I know she was on American Idol. Didn't do that well, but I do follow her. I haven't seen anything, or nothing's popped up with Big Brother. Maybe you just can't.
She probably has like a NDA kind of thing.
Well, they don't have their devices. I mean, like everything's being recorded, but
Yeah, no, they're in the Big Brother house, and I mean it's up to, if you end up winning, you're there for over 90 days, and you're shut out. No social media, no contact or access to the
so that being
outside
said,
world.
I haven't seen anything from her in a while, in a little bit. But I did see this popped up on Paramount Plus. Maybe I think I was watching Landman or I think it was Paramount Plus because it's CBS, and they have the live feeds from the Big Brother house that you can just tap into the live feeds or something. I didn't tap in, but I just saw
You see
Big
somebody
Brother
walking
live
by,
feed.
catch people sleeping.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty
they're
much
showing like 3 edited episodes every week, and you can watch the live feed of these.
The live feed, yeah. But when the live feed's going on, you don't really get to, you don't get the interviews and the behind the scenes information.
It's not
It's not the
edited.
same.
It's,
You're just you're watching someone walking into the kitchen.
Now you're
and
just stalking.
eating their
it's
cereal.
like checking if there's snow on the mountain. You're just- how's the live feed? Oh, snow looks good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So I'm thinking, I don't think Glenn Medeiros. Well, let's just say, remember when I said Bruno Mars should be the white? Well, maybe it should be Glenn. We talk about Glenn Medeiros so much on this podcast that one day we're going to see if we can get at least a message from.
Probably
An email. How about an email? If we get an email from him,
saying, "Hey, thanks for
the love.
the love." That's all. That's all we're asking for. Just a little love.
I mean, nothing's gonna change the love for.
No. Yeah. I mean, what can we expect then? Yeah, not.
Yeah. All right. Well, who's up first?
All right, let's see. All right, this is not the first song. We did talk about ketchup fries last time.
Oh, you found? Yeah. Okay. Yep.
All right, so we are doing favorite Run DMC songs. I believe this was my choice. And I am first. And so, man, Run DMC brings back so many memories. And I did have a hard time choosing my song. I wasn't sure to go old school, like first album, middle school, Scott Paiva. Scott Paiva, if you're listening, or somebody tell Scott to listen to this stuff. I just saw Scott at a friend's daughter's graduation party, and he was like, "Oh, you do a podcast?" And he wasn't too, he didn't know about it. So now he's been introduced. Maybe I'll send him. He needs to know that there's a lot of my 80s memories is with the Paivas, his parents, and at his house, and we spent a lot of time together. And a lot of the stuff that we did in the early 80s in middle school was Run DMC. And so I have these memories of, we also did like lip syncing was in, and we had like talent shows and performances, and we would like lip sync stuff at school. And this brings back memories. And we did like some Run DMC stuff. So I was like, oh, do I want to do that? Do I want to go later 80s? And I wasn't sure. I ended up going.
Oh, I should have guessed it.
It's tricky.
I was gonna say, I
mean,
bet you it's tricky.
I had to. I mean, this is just one that it got so popular. It was in.
I told you we're in sync today.
Yeah.
I should have just said it.
It was in, like, I had to do it. It was this album. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, and they Run DMC cranked out some albums in the 80s too. I mean, like, I think they had 4 different albums that were released from 84 to 90. They had like 4 albums. Anyway, here's a taste.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right.
On time. It's tricky. It's the tight. Here we go. It's
Tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky.
Okay, I was going to rap with it, but on the last recording, if you listen to the playback, that music, although we hear it live when it's recorded, there's a delay.
There's a delay.
And so the whole like last song that I
like
did,
an echo.
I rapped with it, and it just sounds like you sound like an idiot. Like, what are you doing? You're not even matching up. It was like old like kung fu movies where the lips don't match anything. So no more singing along with whatever song comes in there. But
Well, good thing you said that. I was gonna start rapping to
about
it.
already. So the first song that I was gonna pick was Sucker MCs, which that's my all-time like favorite. But I don't know how many people know Sucker MCs. I could do it acapella, like without. 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was deaf and then it went this way. Took a test to become an MC. And Orange Crush became amazed at me, so Larry put me inside his Cadillac. The chauffeur drove off and he never came back. All right. Thank you. All right.
Isn't it amazing how you can remember a song like that came out in the 80s, the lyrics, but you can't remember a certain point in U.S. history or, something you learned in biology class?
This is U.S. history.
I can't
though.
remember if we drank this beer on the last
Yeah.
episode. No, yeah, you can't. Like, that's why they do a lot of like turn history into songs. And
I mean, It's Tricky is arguably the most famous Run DMC song. I mean, there's a lot that they have, and they've done collaborations with like Aerosmith. Yeah, that was pretty big. I want to say like
that song's all right.
most people know that this is Run DMC. If they hear this song, they know that's Run DMC. Like, you don't need somebody to tell you. And I don't think any of their other songs have that kind of hold that.
This was
All right, so we won't listen to the second clip. Keith, you gonna say something? Sorry.
no. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Play your next clip.
yeah, so I did bring a clip. When I thought of this song, I also remembered a clip from White Chicks, movie not from the 80s, but featured this song. And a lot of when you hear It's Tricky was like dancing and things like this. So here's just a short clip from the movie White Chicks featuring It's Tricky.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That
so-
was a good clip, a good connection, a good song. It's Tricky. That was my first choice.
Yeah. So it was up there
Yep.
from the start. It's like, oh, it's gonna be one.
They
Okay.
even had it in what was it, Road Trip, and DJ Qualls got up and he went up on stage and he was doing like a river dance kind of dance to It's Tricky.
I wonder how many movies that's been in. All right, Keith, you're up next. What do you
All
got?
right. So you guys covered Run DMC in one of your early episodes, right?
Yeah.
You guys kind of went in depth with them, and so Run DMC, I was. It's kind of like a just the hits band for me. I like all the hits, enjoy listening to them, but if you're going to talk, deep tracks or B-sides, I wouldn't be able to identify. They just weren't ones I was interested in listening to. So I kind of just the hits. There's a handful of songs I really liked. It's Tricky was my first choice. I decided not to go with that. The song I selected was released in 1986. It reached number 4 on the charts, and it is Walk This Way.
All right, let's hear a clip.
That's always undercover, and I talk to my daddy, say, send the AC, till you down on a and it's sure to be a changing way. I've been cheerleader, that's a real big beater, but flies like a reminiscence. And the best thing I love it, once you It's the Eddie Killer, and it started with a little kiss like this.
Yeah, so I love that song. When it first came out, I wasn't really an Aerosmith fan, so I was unfamiliar with the original Aerosmith song "Walk This Way," which actually came out in 1975.
Oh, I didn't know it
And
was
so,
that long.
yeah, and so apparently in '84 or '86, when this song was kind of, I guess when Run DMC was approached with it, they kind of didn't want to do it. Aerosmith wasn't really interested in doing it, but Aerosmith was kind of on their way out. They weren't as popular as they were in the '70s, and they needed the money, so they decided to do it. And this revitalized Aerosmith's career.
Definitely did.
Yeah. So, do you have the original Aerosmith clip?
Yes, I do. Same part of the song.
Yeah.
Fast over lover, always hiding beneath the covers till I talk to you, my daddy say. Said you ain't seen nothing till you down on the muffin, then you sure to be changing your ways. I met cheerleader, was a real young breed, all the times like a reminisce.
So I like both versions.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
it was a good choice because he's basically rapping.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Well, it sounds like we're already yeah." So it was a good crossover, and Run DMC with Rock Box and the King of Rock,
Yeah.
and I mean
They had already done crossover music.
they were
Yeah.
known for already like bridging or trying to bridge that gap between like mainstream rock and roll and rap. The first to
So-
really
Even
do
that
it.
video was pretty cool. How they're like on two sides of the wall, and then it gets to the point where they just kick the wall down.
Yeah, it was definitely a good video too.
The video
one-
shows
one of-
that like
Yeah.
how do we cross over?
One other fun fact. So, "Walk This Way," the song, the name, how it was named, was Steve Perry and Joe Tyler. I guess they were taking a break from a music session or something. There was a TV on in one of the rooms. They were watching Young Frankenstein. And in the movie Young Frankenstein, there's a scene where where "Walk This Way" is said. Do you have that clip by any chance?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Of course. I'm sure we'll get along splendidly. Oh, sorry. You know, I don't mean to embarrass you, but I'm a rather brilliant surgeon. Perhaps I could help you with that hump.
What hump?
Let's go.
Allow me, master.
Oh, thanks very much.
Walk this way.
Walk this way. This way.
Have either of you guys seen Young Frankenstein?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
I'm almost embarrassed to admit that I have. I mean, Young Frankenstein is a classic. I have not seen it. So,
Yeah.
and I'm a big Gene Wilder fan. I really enjoyed his movies, and after I watched this clip, it made me really want to go back and watch this movie. It's a Mel Brooks movie, obviously, and so I know it's going to be hilarious. But it leads me to my suggestion for an upcoming movie to watch.
All right.
Can I say it? Stir Crazy, starring Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
I was just gonna say I only know Gene Wilder from Stir Crazy. I should have said that first, and you would have been like the
Yeah.
perfect segue into it.
So
But they're
now
also
I
in
haven't
the
seen
Silver
Stir.
or Silver Streak.
Silver Streak. Silver Streak was my favorite Gene Wilder movie. I loved that movie. But that was a 1976, 77, something like that. Stir Crazy's 1980. Anyways, so that was kind of my suggestion for an upcoming movie. I don't know, whenever you guys decide.
Yeah, I'm down for
Yeah.
I'm down for that. We got a connection.
Yep. All right.
All right, George, what do we got?
So, I wouldn't say, this is, I can't say this is my favorite song, but it's locked in memory pretty well. And when I looked up more about the song itself, it was actually their first single released. So it was in that original Run DMC album.
This might have been one that me and Scott Paiva lip sync back in the day. It was.
It
the
was
original.
funny that you picked your song, or Sucker MCs
Yeah.
was the flip side to my song, and that was the B side. So those were the two that were on the original single. That's credited as their first.
And
released
this
singles.
song, was it Sucker MCs or is it this song that is some like with in Crush Groove? They performed this. I think it's this song
I think it's this song.
that's
Crush Groove.
in Crush Groove. Which
Oh no, I think Sucker MCs is in Crush Groove.
or maybe both. Yeah. So anyway, Crush Groove is one that we'll do.
So I didn't grow up in poverty. I had a pretty good childhood. I didn't grow up wanting or needing.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I always wanted more stuff, but yeah.
Not needing, just want. You grew up wanting.
But that's what this song. This song is about recognizing like poverty around you, and I think I felt it through this song, and I recognized that there's people that's going through this, and also that I'm not one of them. But I thought it was a pretty cool song.
All right. So I'll share like from this first album too, like another song that I thought about doing. But yeah, let's listen to a little It's Like That.
We're running out of time.
I started with just that. I started with just the intro because if you know, like, just hearing that, like,
Unemployment at a record high. Yeah, I mean,
okay, we'll go to like, let's get to.
Unemployment at a record high. People coming, people going, people want to die. Don't ask me because I don't know why, but it's like that, and that's the way it is.
ooh.
Yeah, so there's another song from this first album called Wake Up. And that whole song is like, I have this vision of a dream that the world is good. Like, you know, like there's no poverty, there's no black, there's no white, there's no prejudice, there's no that. And a lot of this first album, like that's what a lot of their songs are about. Just doing good things.
But yeah, that was it. To me, one of my most memorable Run DMC songs would be "It's Like That." Even though I can probably quote almost all of Peter Piper, and
That was
It's
that was
tricky, I
that
mean-
was almost There's like I said, I went through the like, is it an early song? If it was an early song, it's Sucker MCs, or it's Wake Up. I heard a lot of people set Wake Up as their alarm in the morning, and it's just, it has a positive message, and it's just like, wake up, tick tock, ticky tocky, ticky tocky. But yeah, they've got, like I said, these are like a lot of the songs that they had in the 80s, and that's, I mean, they have albums that go beyond that. I don't know too much Run DMC past high school, like 90s
that's
and
tougher than
beyond.
leather.
Yeah, I don't know too much. But I was a definite Run DMC fan. All right.
Does that conclude the music tree?
That's
For
it
now.
for me. All right. Do you have you spin me right round, or do you have something else for us?
Yeah. I try to mix it up a little bit. I do have a 1984 music trivia quiz based on the week of July 20th, 1984.
I like those.
Oh.
I'm only
Um,
familiar with July 27th.
So when I was 12,
yeah.
when I turned 12.
Yeah, so this, some questions are going to be easy, some may be hard. Try to get through it as quickly as possible here. So I'm going to ask you guys a question, and whoever blurts it out first or raises their hand.
Keith, you're supposed to figure these things out.
Blurt it out.
Before
Blurt it
you
out.
bring it to the people that have been drinking this whole
I'll
for the
go,
past
I'll
hour
go
and a
bing,
half.
you go bong.
Okay.
Bing and bong.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Ring in. So this is again 1984. The top 10 songs. The week of July 20th, 1984, which is 1984 is the year of the movie that we just did, Red Dawn. That's why I selected that, right? Okay,
Wait,
so
you're just gonna guess.
so what? No, I'm going to tell you right now. So number 10, the number 10 song in 1984. I'm going to give you the name, and I want you to tell me who the artist was. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the number 10 song in 1984, July 20th, was Infatuation. Name the artist.
Bing,
Okay?
Inks.
No.
Oh.
I will give you a clue. He
I'm just gonna
was
eat
married.
pretzel. I'm gonna eat potato chips throughout this whole thing because I probably won't get anything.
Male artist. He married a supermodel. No. Okay. I didn't know. I don't know the
Say the
song
name of
either.
the song again.
He said infatuation.
Infatuation.
I think I was thinking of fascination.
Married a supermodel. Yeah, go ahead.
Rod Stewart.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Rod Stewart, but I
Okay.
couldn't remember his name, so I didn't.
Number 9 was Sad Songs Say So Much. I would sing it to you. I know this song. I mean,
Bing,
yeah.
Elton John.
Yes.
Okay.
Good job, George. Thank you. I'm glad we got at least one right. Number 8 song that week was Legs.
Bing,
George.
Easy Top.
All right. Bonus question.
I thought we were gonna
There
go all the way
was-
to one.
Bonus.
We are.
Oh.
Bonus question. So ZZ Top, in that Legs video, it's kind of an iconic video. Do you guys remember it? There was a red car associated with the ZZ Top videos, specifically in Legs. Was it a Chevy Bel Air, Ford Coupe, Dodge Charger, or Ford Thunderbird?
Good. If I had to, I'll guess the first one, the Bel Air.
I'll say
Bel Air.
Thunderbird.
No, it was the Ford. It was the Ford Coupe. That was a bonus question. George, with your
I
race,
do
with the-
remember. I remember the video.
Yeah.
And I remember the song.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got legs.
yeah,
She knows how to use them, and
yep. That's a great song.
yeah.
Great video.
That was MTV
number
days. I remember it from MTV days. All right,
yeah.
go ahead.
Number 7 was Almost Paradise.
Bong,
Go ahead.
Genesis, or Phil Collins.
No. Next. Do you know the song? Could you sing it? All.
Oh, I'm not. That's Another Day in Paradise,
Bing,
or
Yeah. Almost
Kenny
Paradise.
Kenny Loggins, and in the Ronstadt.
You know what? I should give you half a point just for throwing that out there because it was actually featured in the movie Footloose.
you don't
that
get
song,
half a
but
point.
But it wasn't sung by Kenny Loggins. It was sung by Ann Wilson of Heart and Mike Reno of Loverboy.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that.
Okay, you're not going to get number 6 either. State of Shock.
Bong. Just
Go
kidding.
ahead.
Bing.
The Jacksons and
What?
Mick Jagger.
What?
I don't know.
What's happening?
Number 5.
In 80? Oh, it's this week in 84. Okay.
Number 5. Jump.
Bong. I
Go
got
ahead.
one. Van Halen.
Nope. Next.
That was Van Halen.
There
Oh,
was
Chris Cross.
Another group. No. There was another group. It was a female band. They were all related. The Pointer Sisters.
Oh, the Jets.
The Pointer
It's
Sisters.
tricky.
Oh, Jump.
Jump, jump, jump,
When,
jump.
when was Van Halen's song?
It was also in 1984.
And that wasn't the top song at this time? I think it was.
Maybe it was higher.
Not this week. Sorry, guys. Number 3, Ghostbusters.
Bing.
George?
I would
Ray
say
Parker-
Bong,
Ray
but
Parker
I get that
Jr.
wrong too.
Ray Parker Jr.
Yes.
No, it's
Ray
not that
Parker Jr.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
it's the other one.
Fun fact, Ray Parker Jr. was sued by Huey Lewis for that song. He said Huey Lewis thought it sounded too much like I Want a New Drug.
I think he needed a new drug.
Yeah.
That's Huey Lewis on his new drug.
Number 2, Dancing in the Dark.
Bong.
Okay, Charlie.
Bruce Springsteen.
You got it. Ding, ding, ding. Number 1, When Doves Cry.
Bing.
Bong. Bing bong.
George. All right,
The
that's it.
artist
George,
formerly
you
known as
won
Prince.
4-1. Not in my opinion, not a strong week in music, right? Those 10 songs.
I mean,
Only
even
maybe
when-
3.
Yeah, even when Doves Cry, you would think there might have even been another song from that movie that could have been like,
In the also
Yeah.
the top 10.
yeah.
Bonus question for When Doves Cry. Which instrument was not present in that song? There was an instrument that was noticeably not present in that song. Was it the electric guitar, synthesizer, bass guitar, or drum machine?
In the video?
Listen to the song in your head. Listen to the song in your head. No, in the production of the song.
Well, there's a keyboard. Dun, dun, dun. Sounds like there's bass.
Guys, this was
This is also Edgar Knack lip sync this song at our at one of our get-togethers.
so, guys. This apparently this quiz for this week was too difficult. Too difficult. Scratch that. We're gonna edit that out for the people at home, and we're doing.
We're
You
not gonna
spin me
edit any
right
of it.
round, baby, right round like a record.
All
baby,
right.
right round. Charles or George, dead or alive? Dee Snider of Twisted Sister.
He better still be alive.
Alive.
I didn't know he died. If he died,
I'll say he's alive.
he's alive.
He's alive.
I want to rock.
Kevin Dubrow, lead singer of Quiet Riot.
Haven't heard of Quiet Riot for a while. He could be dead. I haven't heard either way. It's a total guess.
Yeah, I'll say he's dead.
Sure. He is dead. He died at the age of 52 in 2007.
Ooh, too soon.
Peter Gabriel.
Alive.
He is alive. He's 76 years old.
Sledgehammer. That was gonna be my. That was also possibly my walk-up song.
It's also my nickname, but
Okay.
Yeah. That's why it's my walk. That's why it's my walk-up song. That's what they call me. Sledge. That was my nickname in high school. Sledge.
Sledge what? Hammer.
Cool Mo D.
Ooh, the Wild Wild West. I don't know.
I'll say he's alive.
Maybe he got shot. Nah, he's
By
alive.
Suge Knight.
He's alive.
I'll say he's
He
alive.
he's alive. 63 years old.
Suge Knight didn't get him.
Eddie Van Halen.
He's alive. I just heard him play the guitar. He did a tribute to Michael Jackson.
I think again along the lines that I think we would have heard if he had passed alive.
Eddie Van Halen died 26 years ago.
Did he really?
Maybe we did hear.
Oh, it's his son. No, his son that's alive.
Wait, no, yeah. His son Wolfgang is alive. Eddie Van
Yeah.
Halen died at the age of 65.
Yeah, that was in 2000.
It was 2000 and I
He did
wrote
say
down
it's 26 years ago.
Yeah.
I hope it was 2000.
I think
My
it was 8 years
geometry
ago.
isn't that bad.
Yeah, 8 years ago, I think. Anyway, he did pass away. How about Olivia Newton-John?
Oh, gone.
Yep,
She's in
bad.
Xanadu right now.
Yep.
She passed away at the age of 73 in 2022. Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, let me rock you, Shaka Khan.
I think Shah Khan's still alive.
Can rock you? Yeah, alive.
Shaka Khan is 73 years old. And last but not least, the DOC.
I won't do the rap again since it failed to match up the last time. Statistically, there's a good chance I'm not alive.
I'll say deceased.
I say deceased.
He is, in fact, alive, 58 years old. So, so the fact
You went with a lot more alives than deceased.
Yeah.
That, you kind of
Did I?
tricked us.
A lot of
little.
positives.
Yeah. So so the DOC was involved in a very serious car accident. After that, It's Funky song and album came out, he was involved in a serious car accident. It messed up his vocal cords, and that's why he really didn't put out music after that.
I mean, good thing that song was funky enough. I mean, because if
Yeah.
it wasn't funky enough, and he needed to do more funky, wouldn't have been able to do it.
And Shaka Khan's actually performing with JJ Fad in Orlando.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
That was pretty good. Oh yeah, with Salt and Pepper too.
Oaktown 357. You know, they're all reuniting. Ladies of the 80s.
All right, guys, that's all I got.
All right. Well, appreciate setting that up. That's all. I like that segment. I mean, you always spin me right round like a record. Right
That was a
round.
good quiz too, though. I mean, it caught us off guard, so it was good. We weren't prepared for it.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, like
like there's a genre of 80s. Like if you go sort of Paula Abdul and you go in that genre, I know a lot of those songs. Outside of that, I didn't listen to a lot of other 80s stuff except for Run DMC, Beastie Boys. I had my CDs that I listened to, or cassettes even before that, or the radio.
Yeah, I was a MTV generation, right? So if it was on MTV, I pretty much listened to it for the most part, right? I mean, so there was such a whole different, like MTV just had every type of music you could imagine, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you had it was definitely Def Leppard, Quiet Riot, Scorpions. You had the Cyndi Laupers. You had Bruce Springsteen. Yeah.
So did you guys decide on a movie you're gonna do or a music tree?
Well, I think
selection.
the movie that you brought up, I think we can go with that.
Stir Crazy.
They're crazy.
It is available for free on Tubi.
All right.
So I'm actually looking forward to watching it. Like I said, I enjoyed it back in the day, but all these movies I haven't seen since then. So I'm looking forward to watching it.
Cassette Tree. I didn't think, but do you know what year that movie is from? We could go do a year again.
Yep, it was 1980. So you can either go 80s, or I was thinking like a genre we haven't covered would be like the new wave, pop new wave category. Um,
There's a reason probably why we haven't done that.
okay.
Oh,
Or light
I would,
rock.
I would,
what would be considered in that genre?
Like the Duran Duran type music, like that kind
Okay.
of.
Because even I mean we were talking Duran Duran from before.
Yeah.
Shall we do Duran Duran?
I think they only have 2 hits, so
They
we'll
gotta
probably
have,
to
they
do
gotta
it.
have more.
George,
We're all
George,
gonna
they
pick the
have-
same song.
Honestly, no, they have like I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
They've
they have
got
a lot more.
at least 20 songs that are.
Other than Hungry Like a Wolf?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I could go. I think I can name 10 right now. But I don't want to spoil it.
We'll
so-
save it for the
We'll,
for
we'll,
next.
we'll save that for our quiz.
Keep that
Yeah.
enthusiasm, but we'll save it for next week. Go ahead.
And I wasn't believe me, I wasn't a Duran Duran fan,
Okay,
but I actually
I,
like their music now.
I am interested in 1980 because I don't think that's in like I was 9 years old in 1980, and it's not I think it'd be fun to go down the listening to some 80 songs, and it would bring back different memories, like from a younger age. Let's do that. It's related to the movie.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay,
It's a good crossover time between this, the decades. So
I mentioned earlier that I have family in town, so Ashley and Chase and the grandkids are going to be in town. Chase comes in tomorrow. Ashley them come in on Thursday. Recording. We'll see. So because we're doing this one not on a Thursday, I know 2 Thursdays from now I'm not available, so it might be a little bit more than 2 weeks. It might be the Thursday after August. I think it's August 6th or something.
okay. Did you guys wish each other happy birthdays? Happy
yep.
belated birthday to George. Happy early birthday
I didn't
to
wish
Charlie.
Charlie a happy birthday yet because it's bad luck.
Yeah. Is it?
But we did.
Well, early. I figure I'll text him on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. We got some birthday wishes out there.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and by the way, Charlie, you lost the quiz. Just in case anybody was wondering.
Well, yeah, I could have told
George,
you
you won.
before we started that I wasn't gonna win that one.
Congratulations. Yeah.
That was that was my birthday gift for George.
You guys tied on You Spin Me Right Round.
Oh, I wasn't. All right.
How about any rabbit holes?
No rabbit holes. I was very light on social media. It seems like it's been a lot shorter. We're only 2 days early, but not a lot of time for me this week.
So be real quick, and my mom has heard this already, so she's going to hear it again. But I was telling Charlie earlier, we're going to watch the video after this. So I would say in the past week, I have probably easily watched 8 hours worth of reaction videos to this one video. And I'm not sure if you heard of this guy. His name is Ren. He's a rapper from Britain.
You mentioned him last week
Yeah,
to me.
so
Maybe it was after the
Ren.
podcast.
Hi Ren is the name of the video or the song, and Ren is his name, REN. But yeah, check it out. I mean, I would recommend watching it with a reaction video, just because you'll hear, you'll get time to absorb it, because it is a 9-minute video. It's almost like watching a short movie, but it really is like watching a movie, because it's the guy puts on a pretty good performance, and he's one very talented artist, 2 very strong message. But I'll leave it at that. I mean, but I've been watching reaction videos. I think it should be like a public service announcement for people with mental health issues. but it's just pretty crazy to hear the stuff. And then afterwards, looking into what he actually went through himself. But yeah, I think watching all the reaction videos, I think it was more because I wanted to see more people how they reacted to once they realize what he's talking about in the song, like when it kind of hits them, to see their reaction. But in either case, yeah, that's been pretty much a lot of my free time the past. That and Cannibal Women from the Avocado Jungle.
So by my rabbit hole, I said I started like looking up Cold War and facts about the United States and USSR. My rabbit hole took me about 20, 30 minutes, not 8 hours. So I don't know if that
I'm
qualifies.
compiling it. It's like and so like the video is 9 minutes long, so each reaction video is easily like anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes. So it doesn't take long for me to hit 8 hours worth of.
Yeah, mine's more like an ant hole. Like
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you, George. I'm gonna admit I don't want to sound insensitive, but I did turn Ren on, and I watched about 20 seconds, just to kind of get a. Not like I turned it off because I was disinterested or anything like that, but I did watch about 20 seconds just to kind of get a feel for the vibe of it, and I haven't had time to return.
Well,
So
You watched that one though, because he has
Yes.
several songs. Yeah. So Hi Ren.
I did watch that one. I think I pulled it up. I kind of just fast forwarded it a little bit just to kind of hear it, get a taste of it,
Yeah.
get a sense of what's going on
Even
there.
like within
but-
the first minute, it's like 3 different. So it's like you hear one thing, and then like 20 seconds later, it's like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna be this kind of song, and then 20 seconds later, it's like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna be this kind of song.
Yeah. And like I said, I did waste some time watching The Adventures of Power. That was bad.
You're missing. You have to get to the final is the best part.
Yeah, yeah.
You put in all
All
the
right.
work already. You got to get the reward.
Yeah,
The
all
reward
right.
is the final.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll watch that tonight. I mean, it's just yeah. I'm not
And
going
to me, the
comment
fact
on it.
that Adrian Grenier is in there and he's like,
Yeah.
it makes it all that much better.
Yeah, he's good in it. Michael McKean, and then
Yeah. Jane
Jane Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was getting a Napoleon Dynamite feel, if you kind of compare those two.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
it's similar
Napoleon,
for me
yeah.
too, because Napoleon Dynamite, just like Adventures of Power, I didn't really care for it the first time I watched it, but the more I watched it, the more
Yeah.
every time I watched it afterwards, I liked it better, and that's the same thing with Napoleon Dynamite. I was the same way.
All right, guys, until next time.
all right, let's call it. All right,
All right,
till next time. Cheers, everyone.
thank you.
Listen.